Hello, I'm Larry McCallister, and I'd like to share with you some of my little camping experiences. Today I am at Camp Creek State Forest and State Park. It's located off exit 21, I think it is, on I-77 near Princeton, West Virginia. I am camping here in a different way than I normally do. Normally I'm in a camper or I'm with my friend and we're in a large tent. But I decided that I wanted to come down here and just simply camp and try to camp as simple as I knew how. And so as you are looking at the little picnic table that's here, you'll notice two or three things. Number one, I do have a tarp up to protect it. Last night it got down to about 40 degrees. Tonight it's supposed to get down to about 50 degrees. Today it's about 70 degrees right now. It is fall. It's the middle of October. Just a couple different things I have with this setup here. I'm sitting, of course, in a regular lawn chair, but I brought along two stadium seats. I thought, I wonder if those would work on the picnic tables. They work beautifully. So if you're thinking about going camping and yet you're trying to conserve space in the car or the van, thinking about taking your stadium seats along with you, because they will sit right at the picnic table, give you two chairs, and takes up a whole lot less room. One of the other unique things, last night my wife and my son were here, and we prepared our meal on top of an open flame here. We had some steak, and we had some baked potatoes, and we had some baked beans, and had a wonderful time, here. Then they left, and I was here all alone in this campground. I'm at the section that's called the Blue Jay Campground, and it's semi-primitive in that there are approximately 13 or 14 sites here. The only amenities that you have are two toilets, one for men, one for women, and a couple places where you can get water. Now, the little shop they have sells firewood, very reasonable on their firewood, a huge amount of firewood for $5. They do a good job of keeping this area policed and clean. It's just a pretty little park if you want to really get alone where there's some beautiful scenery. Now, the water behind me is called Camp Creek. It's normally a trout stream, but the water is very low. There are two or three beautiful, beautiful waterfalls here. I would suggest that you look up Camp Creek State Park on your browser and get a picture of the beauty of this little place. Now, you might say, well, okay, I'm seeing a tarp and I'm seeing a table, but where did you sleep last night? Did you sleep in a tent? No. Did you bring your camper with you? No. I actually did something a little different. I slept in my little HHR truck. Now, the passenger seat folds down on that, giving you 8 feet on half of the little truck. And so I just laid out an egg crate type of bedding, and I put a sleeping bag on it. And like I said, it got down to 40 degrees, and yet I was very comfortable last night. And so I never tried. Well, I have camped in it once before with a group of men, but this is the first time that I've ever come out on a little campsite all alone by myself to camp. So uniquely different. I'll give you a little panorama of the area where I am. All of the campsites are approximately 40 to 50 feet apart from each other. Now, you can barely see it to the left of the tree that's there by my car, but that's one of the toilets that they have, and I said they have one for men, one for women in this section. They also have a unique situation on down the road from where I am. They actually have a campground down there where you can bring your horses. So if you like to go horseback riding, you might want to contact Camp Creek State Park and check about the rates and everything. As you can see, the panorama is taking from one campsite to another. Well, I hope you've enjoyed this today, and I always like to share with you my little camping experiences. Oh, one thing I don't know that I told you, I may have, but I'm getting older and sometimes forgetful. You see the little red thing on the other side of the trash can there. That's one of the many different models of outdoor kitchens that you can get. Now, mine is very basic. It has a pan for water. It has an area to drain your silverware and your pots and your pans. I have a Coleman stove on it and prepared breakfast on it this morning. It was really nice. Has an area there for storage. That's what the red area is. If you do frequent camping, I'm not talking about backpacking, but like with a tent or something like that, like I said, you can find them from $69 all the way up to about $400. Some of them have little sinks that you can plug in your water, or not plug in water, but you use like a water bottle type of thing, and you can have fresh water. Well, this is 6 minutes and almost going to be about 12 seconds when I'm finished. Hope you've enjoyed it. May the good Lord bless and keep you.